Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Apex Investor, our daily update for Thursday, April the 15th. I apologize for no daily update yesterday. Yesterday was an unusual day. Ironically, it's exactly what I predicted. Things would be very unusual. Not what I predicted, but what the website I had used as a source, Codgerville.wordpress there. He had predicted that using the moon, using the Bible, and things like that. And you know what? It looks like it's happening. It really kicked off in a big way. Uh, and I just wanted to apologize first off for my value picks. I'm going to discontinue value picks, or at least the way I've been searching for value picks, where historically I would look at basically I'd go to Finviz, just like this, and I'd click on screener, and then basically I would just look for the top losers and, and look at all these companies uh, that have hit new lows. So I just go to what I do. I go to top losers. Essentially, that's what I'll do. And then when that loads, I just look at okay, who got the biggest hit, who took the biggest hit, and what does their market cap look like, and to some degree there is a chance of success, but if you don't know these companies and you don't know their products, their IPO, you don't know anything about their history, it's very risky. Unless they've proven in the past that they can be a sustainable business and a successful business as well, you're probably better off just sticking to businesses that we know about. Uh, I think that's the best bet. The way that Warren Buffett described the way he picks his stocks is it's very wise. It's common sense, but it's also wise. And he had to develop that over, many years of investing and probably making mistakes along the way too. So that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm going to move on to the two stocks that we look at and the meme stocks as well. See if there's anything to report. Okay, so the big news that happened yesterday that I had missed was that Coinbase actually went public for the first time yesterday. So we'll talk about that shortly. Looking at the big losers, big winners, Roblox is looking like a buy. Anything under $60, that seems to be support. 60 and under. And resistance looks to be, well, 90 plus. It looks like it's going to go to triple digits, to be honest. Okay. Uh, just doing a quick scan. I didn't take a look at this too deeply. QuantumScape is at a pretty good price right now. I bought it a bit high, but that's a good stock. QuantumScape is I'm very bullish on that. CCIV, that egg hasn't hatched yet, so it's taking a bit of a hit, but not to be discouraged. I sold most of my stock anyway. I'm still a shareholder, but anyway, that's still 5 years down the line. You're going to see triple digits from Lucid Motors. XRT, that's where they're hiding all the GameStop shares. The short sellers are. You can see that's doing well because again, that's where they're hiding the stocks, the shares. SOS, okay. Vaxart's at a pretty good price. Gonna take a look at that one. Canaan seems like a good price too. There's a lot of sales going on. I didn't really pay attention to the market at all today. Bitcoin is doing well, very strong. Wow. I mean, it's going to hit 100 grand very soon, probably by the end of the year. A lot of people are saying 70,000 is pretty much guaranteed. There's no guarantees, but that's pretty much a guarantee if there's anything that you could. If I would bet the farm, I'd bet the farm on it going to 70 pretty easily before the end of the year. Mavis, okay, taking a bit of a hit. Yeah, it was a pretty down day. Should have bought AMC. Kind of missed that boat, but you know what? It's going to return. Because if there's anything that is sure in life, it's death and taxes and short sellers just being, short sellers. They're going to do what they do. Um, so let's quickly look at these 5 stocks. I want to take a look at these just for my own benefit, maybe your benefit too, if you're interested. Coinbase, wow, mama, look at this. Okay, it opened yesterday, $310. So just basing it off the last 2 days, 310. Actually, 300 is probably a really good buy for this. 310. Why can't I go further? Yeah, 310 and under is a really good buy. This was going to go probably to $1,000 very easily, because again, Coinbase it's all about Bitcoin. That's all they do, and they own a lot of Bitcoin. They're gonna become incredibly huge. They're gonna be bigger than a lot of these big banks. The world's biggest banks, Coinbase will probably surpass all of them, maybe combined. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, I'm very bullish on Coinbase, unless they go Mount Gox, but you never know. They could go Mount Gox. I don't trust any company to hold my Bitcoin. That's why I have them all offline. They're all offline. I don't trade it or anything. I just buy it and hold it forever. So that's it. That's Coinbase. We can see the resistance. There really is. I don't think there is resistance with this. I mean, what's the resistance for Bitcoin? There is no resistance. Resistance is whenever you decide to sell it. Could be $1 billion, and that's not even. I'm not exaggerating. One Bitcoin could become $1 billion. I'm not even joking. I mean, people would say, "Oh, that's an exaggeration." That's a very real possibility that one Bitcoin could become $1 billion. A million is too easy at this point. So that's all for Coinbase. Good stock, but a little too expensive. I'm gonna say $300, and 300 to 310 might go under 300 because Bitcoin is not susceptible to shorts. That's what I noticed. Short sellers don't really do Bitcoin unless you want to get burned. So Vaxart, you know what? This is a great buy at $4. I'm gonna wait for it to go $4 to $5. It still has some room to drop, and you can see the resistance. It really took a dive at $24, but if any good news comes out of this company, this could go to $100 like really easily. This is the black sheep of the vaccine companies, the vaccine gang, Johnson and Johnson and Moderna, AstraZeneca and Pfizer. This is the black sheep, but all it takes is a little bit of good news, and it's gonna join their brothers there. It might go to $50, but yeah, Vaxart's a pretty good stock, so I wouldn't buy this now. Like I said, I'd say $4 to $5. It's a little too high still. Next is Canaan. Okay, this looks like it's on sale too. What's going on here? Yeah, it's a good price. This is a good buy. Even at this price, it's a good buy. Anything under $13 is a really good buy for this. This can go to triple digits pretty easily, and I think it'll surpass $40, $50. That's what they do is Bitcoin. So you know what? Yeah, you can do your lawyer parade. I don't care, but yeah, this is gonna. I don't care what country it's from. Could be from Wakanda. It's gonna do really good. It's all about Bitcoin. All right, AMC. Let's talk about Trey's trades after I talk about these. But basically, yeah, 958 to 1023. Yesterday, it where were we yesterday? It was about $9, just over $9. It went to 10. Actually, it was today went to 10, but the previous day it was basically, what was this, 3 or 9? Sorry, 9. It was around 970, 914 to 970. The volume was, it wasn't so good. It was about one fourth, pretty good. I mean, considering the interview that Trey had was very good with Adam Aron there, the CEO of AMC. We'll talk about that. Let's just look at GameStop first. Now, GameStop was between 152 to 166, and that's very good because where were we before? We were over here at the 130s over here. And then yesterday, we were between 172 to 145. Yep. And the volume for this was about 1/6, just over 1/6 of the average. I'm more bullish on GameStop. I'm not going to lie. I'm more bullish on GameStop than AMC. I'm bullish on both, but in terms of you're looking at percentages and everything, GameStop had a much higher recovery than AMC. AMC is going up still, but this has really recovered much stronger. Even though it is down 6%, you can see they're trying their hardest, they're trying their dandiest to keep us down. And it's not going to work because this is the time where things are going to explode between, like I said yesterday, I said the 14th, didn't I? It wasn't really me, but it was from what the other website said. The 14th to July the 9th, July 9, July 10. And I don't care, hedge funds and short sellers, I don't care if they know about this because they cannot stop fate. They cannot, no matter what they do, they cannot stop fate. This is going to go and exceed. Definitely, it's going to smash 300. It might go past 500 for the first time. GameStop. Okay, so let's go to Wall Street Bets. And as we're loading, I'll talk about Trey's trades and the interview that he did with Adam Aron. And you know what? I'm just going to expand this window. There's no point. Everyone knows what we're doing here. So Adam Aron, man, you know what? I'm very, very happy. The way Trey had an interview, okay, with Jordan Belfort, the infamous Wolf of Wall Street, just I think it was a week or two ago, and that interview went horribly. That was incredibly bad. But you know what? It's fine because I think it worked out the way it should. Jordan Belfort, we all suspected he was a big disappointment, to put it nicely, and he proved himself to be disappointing. Adam Aron, on the other hand, this was probably the best person to interview Adam Aron, and the best interview that Trey's trades could ever have, besides Ryan Cohen. But he's not bullish on GameStop. That's the problem. He is all AMC. He's all about AMC. Well, not all, but I'd say at least 50% about AMC, and everything else is whatever is left. It was a perfect interview. Okay, no, it wasn't perfect, but it was near perfect. I questioned the authenticity of the interview at some points. I'm going, okay, how much are they paying Trey, and how much did Trey pay him? How much did Trey pay Adam Aron or whatever, right? But the fact is, you know how many times I saw your internet connection is unstable and all these things going on, and just the way Trey conducted himself was very. I thought he was so real. He's very authentic. There were many moments he said, "Oh man, that's awesome!" Like Chris Farley was like, "Remember that time that was awesome." Like, he's not a professional interviewer, but that only endears us to him because he's like one of us. He is basically one of us. Not that he is one of us. He's a regular guy with pretty good instincts. He knows his stocks. He knows what stocks are going to go up. I mean, it's not his fault that the market is down, and a lot of the stocks he picked have gone down, but those stocks will rally very strongly. The next 5-10 years, those stocks are going to be amazing. Especially, like Sensonics, Mavis, things like that. Microvision, Mavis. So that interview went very well. It was one of the best interviews I've seen. for CEO. Uh, I think Aron won. I think Trey's Trades won. I think shareholders of AMC won yesterday. It couldn't have gone better. That was like, you've heard of quarterly report. Yeah, the quarterly, when they call in the telephone call, the conference calls. What Trey did yesterday and what Aron did as a collaboration or interview, that was at least 100 times better than any quarterly report you'll ever hear. Because it was down to earth. He he asked him some hardball questions. To be honest, he actually did. He addressed the short selling and talked about the 500,000 shares uh, that they plan to uh, introduce. Those were pretty, I have to give it to Aron. He didn't dodge those questions. He just spoke to it, and there are a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of legal possible mines he could have stepped on, but he masterfully answered those questions. And Trey also, uh, I'm sure they vetted the questions. I'm pretty sure they did, but at the same time, there were, he still had to ask real questions, and he did. I mean, there was even a period of time where I was thinking, oh man, if Aron really wants to just hang up, he could have hung up at any point. It was the exact opposite of the Jordan Belfort interview, whereas, he had Jordan Belfort. You know what? I'm just going to go to it right now. I feel like I should go to it. YouTube. Uh, Aron, hold on. Jordan Belfort, he had a feeling, or I had a feeling at least, that he didn't really want to be there. He was just there to, cash his check and see you later, Trey. I don't really believe in this BS. Basically, I think that's what he was saying. His body language was screaming that. But Aron, he really seemed to be enjoying himself with Trey there, because I was watching the interview. It went for an hour and 40 minutes, over an hour and 40 minutes. Jordan Belfort wasn't even there for an hour. Um, and what am I saying? Oh, here. Okay, I don't know what his personal vote is. I'm kind of interested to see what his vote was. But let me just. Oh, yeah, so Aron, he had a period of. There's a period of, I'd say like a good 20 minutes at least, where it was just him talking, which meant he really wanted to, present what he had to present. He really wanted to be there. You could tell he was passionate about the company. He was, he had a good time with being interviewed. He seemed to like Trey. I mean, it wasn't like they hit it off and they were like best buds, but they weren't enemies either. You could tell there was some kind of chemistry there. It's a pretty good interview. Like I said, and one of the best interviews I've seen with the CEO and a YouTuber, probably the best I've ever seen. Yeah, so let me just do a, yeah, like a freeze frame kind of thing. I'm very happy about this. And Aron, I mean, couldn't have gone any better. He even made a pledge that, I think that's unprecedented. He made a promise to say that, I'm not going to, I promise we're not going to release any of those shares. See, I mean, he's even grinning. Like, he's a CEO. He's been through a lot. He's been through hell and high water, but he still has emotions. He's still a human being, and you could tell he's somewhat down to earth. I mean, he did an interview with Trey's Trades, for crying out loud. I mean, there's nothing that he didn't have to do it. He just did it because he wanted to, and his son, told him about Trey, and he's really good with picking up the vibe of the room and the vibe of the shareholder sentiment and customer sentiment, and he seems very customer oriented. So it was a very good interview. They both uh, it made both of them look good. Both Adam and Aron, Aron and Trey's Trades. Oh, look at that, AA and TT. Isn't that an interesting thing? So they both both their stock went up. Their personal stock and their reputations went up from this interview. It made They helped each other out in a way. Look at this, 217,000 views. This could hit 500,000 views potentially, and that's almost unheard of for any YouTuber talking about AMC and GME and this stuff. So Trey has broken the mainstream big time. Look, his subscribers was only 170 something yesterday. It just like went up 10%. So I'm happy for him. He deserves it. He's a really genuine guy. I'm doing my channel, Apex Investor, because I feel like there's an untapped part of this discussion that we're not talking about in so many ways. That's what I've been presenting. Through my channel, there is an extreme way of investing, and it'll bring you the extreme results, extreme profits. And Trey has got a lot of good common sense, great picks. I just think he relies too much on these algorithms and formulas, Fibonacci retracements and all that. I feel like it's kind of flawed, and you can't rely on that. And we're seeing what happens when you do that is that your entry points are way higher than they should be. So that's all I have to say about that. I want to just find out what he says in his latest video. So let me just pause and see what he says. Okay, so I'm watching Trey right now. I'm just going to see what he says. I'll do my reaction right now. Let's just open a video. See, this is why I don't want to be in video today, but whatever. Okay. I'll do reaction right now. Reaction to his reaction. Let's see what happens here. Okay, Trey, what do you say? What are you gonna vote, boy? That's a boy, man. Boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Before he says what his vote is, I predict he's gonna change his vote from no to yes. And I don't say that in any mean way or anything, because the thing is, my initial vote, I didn't vote yet, but my initial instinct was to go no as well. Like, you don't want to dilute the market with 500 million shares. Why would you do that? But hearing what Aron said yesterday, that gives them the option to use it if they need to. Not all 500 million. Obviously, they wouldn't do that, but use a wise amount in order to help them to drive down the debt or whatever they need, whatever AMC needs to do to remain profitable, to keep the stock price at a healthy level, keep their business going. You know what I mean? So I feel like Adam Aaron would continue to do smart moves, make the smart moves. Uh, but I also have to interject and say, okay, you know what? If I vote no, if we all vote no, say 99% voted no, then they can't do it. But what's to stop them if they want to do this 500 million new shares so badly? Why can't they do it for the next shareholder meeting, right? I mean, are we going to do another one next year and they can do the same thing and have a vote next year? Is it that complicated to have another vote? Like, why be so quick to, you know, get the go ahead, the green light to have 500 million shares? It doesn't make sense to me that they need that authorization so quickly. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a CEO of AMC, so I can't say exactly, but I also believe that Adam Aaron isn't there for the short sellers. He's not there to help them. He's there to help himself, AMC, and the shareholders. He said he works for us. That's CEO talk. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying that he's also right, but he's also saying that to instill confidence into the stock and into people who are shareholders and prospective shareholders. So overall, I think Trey's going to change his mind. He's going to vote yes. Personally, I'm still on the fence. Not that I want to vote no, but I can also see the reasons why it would be good to vote yes, because if the situation arises where AMC needs to or wants to uh, put some shares in the market, let's just say out of the 500 million, 50 million, they're going to release 50 million shares for the price of, let's just say, $20 per share. That would actually drive the stock price higher, and that's because gave them the authorization to release more shares, and so they just gave them the value. This is how much they're valued at $20 a share. These new 50 million shares, so that will actually help, but that won't happen unless you vote yes. So if you think Adam Aaron is gonna shoot AMC in the femoral artery, you know what I mean? Then okay, vote no. But that shows that you don't know who Adam Aaron is. That you don't know how businesses work. AMC hasn't been in business for decades, being stupid, and Adam Aaron hasn't been a CEO of all these companies and resurrecting them from the dead, or not the dead, but at least saving them from the fires because he doesn't know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Um, I feel like Ryan Cohen is probably a better CEO than Adam Aaron, but you know what? Adam Aaron's still on his own merits. He's a good CEO as well. Um, that's why I'm bullish on both AMC and GameStop, but GameStop first and then AMC second. After GameStop has to get to the moon first, AMC will most likely get there shortly thereafter. So I'm going to listen to Trey's conclusion. What is he going to do? And then I'm going to end this video and do another one for the Reddit updates, because I feel like I've spoken too much about Trey. It's got to be its own video. So, respect to you, Trey. Here we go. I hope I get an interview. Can I get an interview? Oh, told you. Told you. Okay, tell us. Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. You know what? Okay, I'm sorry. You're gonna I'm gonna pretend like I'm talking to you, Trey. But okay, Trey, I don't think Adam Aaron needs the short squeeze. He's not. He even said yesterday in the interview you did with him that he's not there for a short squeeze or for the memes. He's there for the long term. He's there because he really believes in AMC. He loves the company. He loves the customers. So I don't think he really needs the short squeeze. I'm not saying he wouldn't like it. Of course, anyone would like that, but that's not really his goal. So I don't think that's something I'm going to take into consideration in regards to my vote. Yeah, I have to mention, actually, he's got a point. Yeah, you got a point there, Trey, because he did issue hundreds of thousands of shares to both his sons. So he would not be very wise to tell his sons, you know what, this is squoze to 1,000 per share, so just keep holding. No, he'd tell them sell it right away, and he'll tell them exactly when to sell them, uh, and then buy again at the dip. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, he does have incentive, but it's more for his sons. It's not that he. It's not like his number one goal. It's like I need the squeeze, but yeah, it would certainly be a nice little perk. Yeah, let's keep going. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I also have to comment that I'm used to seeing Trey. I'm used to seeing Trey very, hype and laughing and joking and being like being Trey. But then yesterday, he was a little. You could tell he was toned down. He didn't want to be so bombastic and laughing and everything because that would might be perceived as disrespectful and everything. So I think Trey he took it down. He took it down. You know, turned the dial down because you have to do that, especially in the presence of like Adam Aaron or if you're doing a Ryan Cohen interview. You don't want to be like laughing and shouting and all that stuff. Not that he shouts, but you know what I mean. Like you can't. You got to keep the volume at a respectable level. Keep the tone respectable too. I thought Trey did a very professional job. He did a great job in that respect. Hmm. Okay, so that's all we're gonna listen to there. I can't see anything else that he wrote on the board because his video is blocking the whiteboard. Um, but yeah, Trace Trades is a really good channel. Obviously, a lot of people are subscribed. Almost 200,000 subscribers. I already predicted he's going to get to a million subscribers. He'll be one of the first stock market related channels to hit a million subscribers because that's not what young people tend to gravitate towards, but that has all changed since the meme stocks have taken off. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this. I'm gonna do the daily update, the rest of the daily update, in another video. I don't want to go on for too long in one video and waste people's time. I want to keep it kind of focused. So this is the Trey's Trades video. The next video will be on the Reddit updates. So stay tuned for that. They'll be uploaded very shortly. Thank you very much for your time, and see you later in the next one. Just in a few minutes from now. All right. Apex Investor signing out. Thank you, Trey. Respect.